Do you want to know why you are currently stuck in your life or stuck with your personality? You're not sure which one you are, or you're not going forward. Basically, you want to know where in your type evolution, in your personal evolution you are. Then keep watching this video, because I will also tell you how to get out of it. Okay, welcome back to Type Evolution, where we talk about how to evolve with our personality, right? So this video, I should have done this way sooner, but here we are. Not too long ago, kind of long ago at this point, I was talking with my boyfriend about the hierarchy of competence. He made me aware of that model, and I realized it also can be used to illustrate where people are in their personal evolution when it comes to using their personality type. If you aren't aware of it, I've already made videos about how you have to actually use the theory for yourself in real life in order to actually do something with it, and in order to actually improve and gain the most out of the theory that it has to offer. So personality type is not just an identity, but actually something that improves your life. This goes right into the competence hierarchy. So the first level, though, is unconscious incompetence, where you basically are totally oblivious to who you are, totally oblivious to your identity, your personality. This is the stage we are in, especially when we're younger. Childhood, early adolescence, some people even when they're older as well. Like, it really depends. Everyone has their own journey, their own development. So it can even happen to older people, but it's mostly younger people, of course. So I think most of my audience is at the second stage. So this is the stage of conscious incompetence. This is the stage I'm at with my shirt today, with my blouse. I know I cannot close it, right? I've tried it so many times. I know I'm not competent at it. So so that's a simple example of conscious incompetence. This is where you become aware of what is actually an issue or what is lacking. So when you apply this to self-awareness and personality type awareness and evolution, this is the stage where people become partially aware of who they are, and they are in the stage of developing or discovering some kind of identity. And this is also the stage where I think the vast majority of people are. And that's shocking, right? That's just the second stage. The vast majority of people are somewhat aware of what their personality is. They might know they're an introvert or extrovert. They might know that they are better with abstract things or more tangible things. So there's like this vague awareness. And the funny thing is, I would even put people in this group here that are very much into personality type theory and have learned a lot about it already. And they think they know what their type is, but they constantly have doubts. So they are constantly doubting what their real type is. They continuously have to ask other people what they think their type is. So a lot of people who are constantly switching between types, this is also the stage that they are in. And surprisingly, even people who are very certain of their types in any personality type system can be in this camp as well, but they might only be aware of one aspect of their personality. So, okay, I guess this is kind of my coming out here. I know in the past I would often say that I'm a type 4, and I am aware that there are also other people out there who think I'm a type 4 in the Enneagram. The truth of the matter is, over time I discovered, as I moved up those levels, that I was indeed stuck in a 4-ish fixation, and you could also say it was due to puberty, adolescence. The whole identity searching thing often makes people believe that they have a 4 fix or they are 4s, even though they are not, just because they are like in this phase of trying to discover who they are. But I do have a 4 connection, I would say, and this is as I said, the partial awareness, where one aspect of who you are is apparent to you, but the other aspects are still in the dark. So I was overly aware of the 4 aspects, and to some extent also 5, but I was kind of neglecting the 9 aspect, or unaware of it, even though it constantly played in the background of my life. And that's really interesting, right? That something that is so fundamental to who you are, you kind of lose sight of it. So you're often way more aware of secondary or tertiary aspects of yourself. So like I said, I was overly aware of the 4-ness. And once I solved the area of 4-ness, once I overcame the major issues with it, it was like, oh, okay, I did it. I'm done, right? And then I realized, no, looking at my life, I was not done. There were still things I had to work on. I was like, wait, what? And then over time, I realized I'm actually type 9, and the type 9 dilemmas and issues had always been in the background. They had been following me my entire life, but I was kind of blind towards it. It's partially blind. I was aware that I had like a 9 fix, right? Like I was not totally unaware, but I was unaware that was like my main type. So this is the thing with many people out there. Many people out there, when it comes to Enneagram, they often think that their second fix, you know, like another type connection that they have in tri-fix or tri-type or whatever, that is their main type, or they think that their wing type is their main type. So a lot of times, for example, 6-wing 5s who think they are 5s and so forth. Like oftentimes people are aware of like a partial aspect of their personality, but not the whole picture yet. This is the conscious incompetence, but I suppose it still overlaps a bit with the unconscious incompetence. It's kind of in the zone still, where you are partially aware but partially unaware still. And this is also the phase, like I said, most people are in, and people who are also in who overly identify with their personality, who think this is who I am entirely. And it goes so far as their identity actually becomes a prison, right? Let that sink in. Their identity becomes a prison. Have you realized that your identity has become a prison to yourself? So let's say you read the negative descriptions of your type and you see yourself in those, and you think, okay, I'm doomed. This is just how I am, and my life sucks, and I'm doomed. Like I cannot do anything about it, and this is just my personality, and that's it. If you're on that stage, you are in this conscious incompetence, or somewhat even unconscious incompetence, like kind of in between those. If that's you, I want to show you that there's another way. There's 2 other levels that will really, really open your eyes. And these are the levels I venture out into with my clients, because I've also experienced it myself, and I've helped my clients become more aware, basically, and to actually make use of personality type theory, believe it or not. Okay. So the next stage is conscious competence. So this is where you are actually aware of your full being, your full type. Or let's say almost your full type. You can kind of be in between stages, or it's maybe like a spectrum or something like that. I would not say it's 100% black or white here, but let's say you are the vast majority of you, ideally you are fully aware of your entire personality type or types. But some people, they will be in this stage and they will be mostly aware of it, like maybe 80 or 90%. It's accurate, right? And then then it also shifts away from the whole, oh, this is my identity, this is what I'm stuck with, to using your personality types and knowing what to do and what not to do, and becoming free. So this is where people become free. This is where people escape the prison of their identity mostly. Or at least they're in the process of doing it. So they actually, in this stage, people actually use personality type theory to improve their life. And with Enneagram, oftentimes I realized with your negative Enneagram traits, when you are unhealthy, the things you are currently doing and thinking are exactly the things you have to get rid of or you have to transform or evolve, right? So usually people will have views and beliefs and personal myths and bad habits that they will need to overcome. And in this stage, this is where they're starting to overcome that slowly, and slowly they're feeling like, oh, I'm becoming free from my personality. I'm breaking through. I'm actually doing what I have to do. I'm believing what I actually have to believe in order to get out of this. This is more with the negative Enneagram stuff, and with the Jungian stuff, it's actually more a matter of actually doing what your personality needs and desires. So every personality type has, of course, different strengths, different values, and I mean, the values can overlap, of course, based on the cognitive functions. You can see that in my compatibility videos. But overall, you start looking at, okay, what do I need to do more in my life to satisfy my personality? And this is also where the instinctual needs come in. So I have found that instinctual needs and your Jungian personality type actually show you what you have to do, and your negative Enneagram traits show you what you have to not do, what you have to stop believing, because it limits you and keeps you in a negative mental space or even negative lifestyle. So this is where the more healthier people can be found. And this is where I can get, I would say, my clients. Usually my clients get into this level. Now the next level is really, that's the advanced one. This is unconscious competence, and how it overlaps to personality type. In this level, this is where a paradox appears, right? Like when they say unconscious competence, where you are so good you don't even realize it, right? And here it's, you are both free from your personality types. They don't really imprison you anymore. They don't really define you anymore. But at the same time, ironically, okay, I actually get chills when I say that. At the same time, you are embodying the best that your personality type has to offer to the world. Let that sink in. This is really great, because this is where in Enneagram when you read the healthiest levels, right? Like Enneagram level 1 and 2. This is when you're at Enneagram level 1 and 2 with, by the way, all of your fixations, or at least most of them. So assuming that you have 3 fixations, 3 Enneagram types, 1 from each center, and at least 2 of them are at the healthy level, like level 2 or level 1. This is where you start being in this evolution, right? In this evolved state of unconscious competence. And instinctually, you will have your instincts fulfilled, and all of them, by the way, or at least 2, and at a good level. Also where you are fulfilling the purpose of your personality type, the purpose role that you can find also on my site at typevolution.com/TBT. When you are embodying and fulfilling your personal purpose based on your personality type, this is also when you're going to be in this stage. Also to some extent in the stage before. I would kind of group the first, like the bottom 2 into one overall stage, and the top 2 into one overall stage. But like I said, it's kind of sometimes a bit on a spectrum. Anyway, so this is when you are at the top, okay? At the top of your personal evolution. You are not burdened by your negative beliefs, negative habits. You will not obsessively focus on the cognitive functions that are weak in you, right? This is also when people are in the lower stages, when they overly focus on their weaknesses, their weak functions, just weaknesses in general. Whereas in the upper 2 levels, you focus more on your strengths, but in a way that is both good for you and other people. You can also focus on your strengths and hurt yourself and other people at the lower levels, by the way. So yeah, you are both free from your type and you are embodying it once again. So I really want to emphasize this. I think no one really is aware of this. Everyone said, I found it also very elusive when I was first reading about the health levels in Enneagram, and I thought, yeah, this is impossible, right? Like, yeah, it's not possible to be that healthy, or how do you even get there, right? How do you get there? And I kind of alluded to it already. I hinted at it. You get there by, like I said, not doing the negative stuff of your personality, following and doing the stuff that your personality needs and desires and is meant to do, this is how you get to these levels. Yeah, it's miraculous, really, because it's so awesome when you are freer from your personality. It's not so much of an identity anymore. It's odd, right? Like you would think, oh yeah, you would be so identified with yourself when you are the best of yourself, but this is not really how it goes. I would say the ego kind of goes into the background, kind of disintegrates a little bit. And yeah, but the cool thing is other people will notice, and you might even notice yourself, that you are being the best of your personality without feeling constricted by it, without feeling confined, without feeling like, oh, I have these weaknesses, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to improve my weaknesses. No, you're living your life to the fullest. That's really what it is at the end of the day. Okay, but how do you get there in detail? If you want to know in detail how to get there, then you will have to be my client. Currently I'm pretty full, but let's see. If you want to become my client, you can go to typevolution.com/services. Look at that stuff, scroll down and fill out the form. You will see the link down there, and then we see what we can do. So I might be getting some help, and then I might be able to have more clients, and or the prices will go up. So yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, and also there's no shame in getting help, okay? It's normal that we need help to get up the levels, especially if you're surrounded by people who are on the lower level of evolution. And I suppose you might also think, oh, you're judging me, you're saying I'm not evolved enough. At the end of the day, it's not even a judgment per se, you know, like it's normal. Everyone has to start somewhere. Everyone had to start at the beginning, right? I was also at the beginning. I was oblivious. I was not sure about my personality stuff, right? Especially with Enneagram, I was also not sure. I was not sure about my instincts. In the beginning, I wasn't even sure, about my MBTI or Jungian type as well. Like I kept questioning what I am there as well. So it's normal, right? But then as you go up, it's the shackles get off, but also you do the best of your type. So like I said, if you want help with that, if you need help with that, so with typing you and also moving up the levels, actually not just typing you, but implementing the advice in your life, you need to get into my program. You need to get coached by me one-on-one, and or with the help of someone at my side. So yeah, I hope you liked this video and see you in the next one. Bye.